Okay, so I spent the last little while looking up random eBay auctions for clock radios. I would love to have one like this. I think you'll agree with me, that's completely badass looking. Let's blow that up a little bit so we can zoom into it. If we can, if eBay will let me. Okay, I don't think it's going to let me. But we can look at all of that. That looks really cool. Direct program. Unfortunately, I don't think I am really in the market to be spending that kind of money on a clock radio. Seriously, what is wrong with these people? They must be smoking something. And I tell you what, I'd love to have whatever it is. So that one is certainly not going to happen. Rare and functional from the 1980s. Well, I don't know about you, but I think that there are probably quite a few of those around. It's not that rare. Speaking of not that rare, a lot of people like to call these rare. This is a General Electric 7 what is that, 4634 or something like that? I think that's the model on it. Probably shows the sticker in a picture. Yes, here we go. Yeah, 4634A. I've got one of those. It's sitting up there. And they're actually really common. In fact, they're one of the 3 most common GE clock radios. Probably because they were the cheapest. There's this one, which is the 4634. There's this one, which is the 4612. And undoubtedly they made other ones in this same chassis. I've got one of those too. Sitting over here. Which you can see. There's a 4612. Then the last one's a 4624. Looks like that. Again, I've got an example sitting right there. And they're in nice condition, and I certainly did not pay eBay prices for them. Hey, look at that. These people must be smoking something. Here's another one that I've got. Not quite the same model, but the same general chassis. In fact, I use it on a regular basis every day. Sitting over there. Certainly didn't pay eBay price for that either. Okay, I click close. What's going on? There's a neat one that I don't have. But I'm not really willing to pay eBay price for it. It's got TV band, which is pretty interesting. Here's another one. This one's a flip clock. I wonder if it actually works. It says with video. Oh, somebody's uploaded a video about it. I wonder if that video actually is still up on YouTube. But anyways, not really the point. This one's really cool. I love the styling of this. FM stereo, battery backup. It looks like this one's actually from the the late 80s, maybe even the early 90s. That one looks like a later one, 4945A. I don't have one of those, but I'm certainly going to add that to my list. 4627D. Again, they say it's rare, and they want about $20 for it. Doesn't look to be too bad. Actually, it looks in really good condition. Look at that. It's like pristine. There's a little bit of dust over there, but that's really good. I've spent 5 minutes rattling on about eBay auctions. There's another one. That one's got a cassette player. That one's really cool. It's like a square. Sort of like the Night Jammer and P-Jammer. Except much older, and a flip clock, I believe. If not a box digit. Here's another one. I have one of those too. It's sitting right there. 4636. I have one of these. It's not quite the same. Mine's got a VFD in it, but it's the same general chassis. 4651. That one's a 4652. But I use it on a daily basis as well. Then there are phone clocks. I've got one of these. 4737. And I just recently got one of these. 4640. This one's a 4640D. I don't know what mine is, but it's sitting over there. Then there's this. This one really caught my eye because it's got electronic touch controls. It's basically like a calculator. Of course, not everything's touch control. That one looks to be in pretty good shape. Of course, it's $25 plus $17 shipped from Toronto, about 4 hours away. Oh, that's cool. Attach it. All functions tested and working good. But you know what? I don't really want to pay $25 for a clock radio. So you know what I did instead? I went down to the local thrift store, and I've been looking for a while, actually, for a clock with electronic touch controls. And I found one. For $7. And I think this is even the same model that's in that auction. That one's a 74663A. I think this one's also... I know it's a 4663 because it says it right there on the plaque. But I think that this one is also... Yes, it is. 4663A. 6 watts. No date code, unfortunately. It does have battery backup. And it's got the electronic touch controls. It's in pretty good shape. There's not really much I can think of to say. There's the speaker. You push the snooze button. Unfortunately, it is a little dim. I'm going to turn the camcorder light off so you can see this. Here's our seconds display. That's the dim setting. If I switch it, that's what it looks like in the bright setting. And don't make the same mistake I did and not pay attention to this. But if you want to set the time, you're supposed to switch it into time set mode, like that. Don't do what I did and spend 10 minutes, actually it was more than 10 minutes, it was almost 30 minutes, trying to figure out how to set the thing, pushing the buttons in varying combinations frantically, trying to figure out how to set it, and not noticing that, hey, dummy, there's a switch there for changing the time. There's a volume control, band switch, and tuning. So we'll go ahead and we'll demonstrate the electronic touch controls. We'll go ahead and we'll try and set the first wake time. Fast forward, regular forward, fast reverse, and regular reverse. It's pretty cool. Each of these can be set to wake to either music or alarm, as that says up there. Let's go ahead and we'll have a listen to the radio. Turn on the radio. I tell you what, this thing's got a significant amount of bass. Never heard that much bass in a clock radio before.
Have you listened to his new album yet?
I have not. I've been thinking very seriously. I gotta see if I can find a surprising record store.
Nouvel et premier album de Tim Darcy, membre du groupe.
And all the nicest places.
Oui, il est un lecteur déjà, même s'il entre.
I had my life, so it was 4 years.
Brian here. The Scratch and Save event is on.
I don't know what that was.
This month for their factory challenge.
That's it. Switch it over to AM. Here's something.
Down in behind the net.
It's picking up quite a bit. It's only 8 o'clock.
Ways that we should be working with.
Then ineligible to receive that funding. Look, for years now, we've taken free jobs to where.
Global news coming out about Trump and Russia. You know, absolutely.
8162. That's 1-800-420-8162.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Folks, I want to talk about My Pillow's special new offer for my radio listeners. Look, you can call in today and receive 50% off your My Pillow 4-pack.
That sounds like New Jersey.
It's a special order. It's a great deal. You get 2 big My Pillows for the big bed at
that
home,
is.
and 2 smaller.
They absorb things very.
Here's another good station. Kind of including music. That might just be an ad though. There's more music.
Turco Persian Rug Company. Down and being attended to the
In English Canada
That's
as
something
it is in
local.
Quebec. In Quebec,
Alright, that's it for the radio. Let me set an alarm and we'll have a listen to that. So that was an interesting detour, as you can see. There we go, there's our alarm. Sounds just like the, I think that's a 4636. No, that one's a 4636. That's a 4638 or a 40, whatever that one is there, and those two, the two that I mentioned. The one on the bottom and the second one from the top. Quite a fair amount of hum in that. There's your snooze button. You can obviously tell that alarm 1 was used a lot more than alarm 2. And there's your clock radio. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then.